Hey, what's going on? Coach Chris in the kitchen with Chef Guy, and I'm a meat and potato guy. Most guys are, right? You know, especially if you're looking to make gains. You're gonna eat the foods that are gonna help pack on muscle and give you some strength. But if I'm looking to get laid, I'm not gonna probably get the lady in my life super excited, you know, about a meat and potato, recipe.
You know what's funny? I meet with clients here in Tampa, Florida all the time, you know, and I usually meet with the ladies and they always tell me, oh, my husband is just a meat and potato kind of guy. Meaning they don't want to eat that. They want something else. They want something a bit more sophisticated for date night, okay?
Right.
So forget about the potatoes, forget about the steak and do something a little bit more sophisticated, refined, maybe some vegetables, and a lot of color, kind of light, and then we have something that is kind of like
absolutely. I mean, if we want to get her in the mood. That's the intent here.
That's the intent.
So you can eat your meat and potatoes 5-6 days a week, but one day a week.
Monday night, make it count for you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. So what do we have today? What are we going to be doing?
But here's what we have. Again, we're trying to focus on recipes that take 5-10 minutes to cook, and that's it. You're done knocking up, or barely any 5 minutes maybe. Okay. So you can concentrate on what's important. Your date.
And it tastes good and high in protein.
That's right. So what we have, I made some marinated jumbo shrimp kebabs that we're gonna grill or broil, and then we're gonna have some asparagus that are marinated and then just grilled, and we're gonna put that together in a nice way. I'll show you how to plate it.
That sounds amazing. Let's get to it.
So I'm gonna make you walk. Well, we're gonna start with the asparagus, and I'm gonna do that because it really takes literally 20 seconds. So look, I have some asparagus right from the store, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drizzle it with olive oil a little bit. Just a little bit, just enough to coat them. I have some salt and pepper also. I like spices, and I like Creole spices, be spicy, the cayenne pepper.
Absolutely, especially with shrimp.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give them a little kick, but you don't have to do that, okay? If you like it mild, you don't need to do that.
Sure.
And of course, I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro also, right there. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna bring some taste, and it's also gonna look very good. It's gonna take like a bright green kind of color.
And I see you have this awesome, very inexpensive aluminum pan that you're using that you can just throw away when you're done.
That's exactly why I do that. You don't want to do some dishwashing when it's time to.
That's the trouble. I end up being the guy washing the dishes, and she's not in the mood anymore, after I'm done cleaning.
It's all about getting in the mood through cooking. That's
right.
What it is. So the asparagus are marinated there. And we're going to do kind of the same thing with the shrimp. Okay? And the shrimp, we want to give them a little kick, okay? So cayenne pepper, chili powder, Creole seasoning, Cajun seasoning, that's what you want to have there. And same thing, a little cilantro to give it some color, a little bit salt, no need for the pepper there, and the drizzle of olive oil. Okay.
So you just go to the seafood section, buy a pound or two of shrimp.
Yeah.
Jumbo.
Jumbo. The bigger the better, right? And for how much you take, about 1 pound, we pre-do 2 people. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, maybe 2 pounds for a guy like you.
Okay. All right.
So here's the deal. Now here, very important, we have some kebabs, You can do some small ones or some big ones, So I soak them in water. Why do I do that?
Yeah.
Because then, if I don't, they're gonna burn on the grill, and we don't want that.
So they're like the wood is has absorbed up all the water, so they won't burn, and they probably come out of the food that much easier.
Exactly. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put my shrimp in the same way. That's very important to put them the same way. It looks prettier, otherwise it's not gonna look as good. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be your job. See, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put 4 and I'm nice and tight there. Like, so watch this. See, they're all in the same way. That's very important, and that's gonna make them pretty. Okay, I'm doing one more time. 1, 2, 3. And 4. I'm gonna put it right there, okay? Alright, I'm gonna let you do some also.
Let's see what we can do here.
Yeah. I know you can do it, man.
I'll try my best.
Yeah. Beautiful. Doing good so far.
One more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Makes 4.
There we have it, okay? All right, so how many do you want to do? Well, you know, for ladies, probably, you know, 3 of them, 3 small ones, so that's
So maybe I should do one more.
12 shrimp, you know.
6.
I think that would be plenty. And for you, I don't know. I think I can eat like about 10
Well,
of them.
I'm telling you, shrimp, it's amazing. It's like you never get full. They taste so good.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that. All right, not bad.
So how long have you been in the kitchen doing this, really?
5 minutes so
5
far?
minutes. So 5 minutes, I think, is a pretty good timing to cook for a date single-handedly and have something pretty much ready. Because that's the thing. This is pretty much ready.
Well, yeah, because when you buy your asparagus, it's pretty much it's already ready to go.
It's like that, right? So 5 minutes doing the skewers, and now all we have to do is to grill this thing. If you don't have a grill, don't panic. I went ahead and I put my oven on broil. Broiling is right here, and that's the very top. So it acts kind of like a grill in reverse, if you will, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you take the shrimp. We want to make sure that they're like kind of like
Separated a little bit.
out a little bit. There you go. And let's go ahead and do that.
And so right on the top.
Right on the top, on the top, on the top. Let's close it. And here's the deal. That's the important part. Why did I choose asparagus? Easy. Because they take about the same time to cook as the shrimp. And we don't want to wait too long.
Right.
We want to make sure when the shrimp are done, the asparagus will be done. Now let me ask you something. How do you know that the shrimp are done?
I mean, the color, the pink.
You know what? This guy, you should have been a chef, man. You know?
Yeah,
Forget
right.
about fitness, be a chef, I'll tell you that, because he's right, you know? Here is the deal. The shrimp tell you when they're cooked. They change color. And that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
They're so small that as soon as they change color, from like, you know, the grayish, brownish that we had when we skewered them,
Yes.
to like bright orange,
Yeah.
you're done, man.
Okay.
Take this thing out, plate it, and I'm gonna show you that in just a minute.
Sounds awesome.
All right, we're back. The shrimp are ready. They're calling me. I can feel it. Come over here. Now, how do we know that the shrimp are cooked? Chris just gave you the answer. When they change color, they're telling you that they're cooked. They just change color. Look at this. They're broiling. You see the extreme heat on the top, just like if it was grilling, except upside down. Look at the shrimp are done. They have changed color. Check underneath, same thing. They change color, they're nice and pink, and they're ready to go. The asparagus, I chose asparagus because they broil or they grill the same amount of time as the shrimp. So that's perfect. We don't have to lose time. We're ready for the date right now. No need to rest any of these things. This is ready to go right now. The only thing I want you to do when you plate, take a large white plate, just like a canvas. We don't want any colored plate. It's going to distract from the food. So we're going to start with the asparagus there because our goal is to do kind of like a little stacking there and concentrate the food at the center of the plate. Why? Because we want to make sure that the food is framed and looking good. So the white around the plate is going to frame the food, making it look very good. I'm just going to go ahead, and that's going to be about one portion there, right? Then I'm simply going to go ahead and I'm going to put these guys like right on the top. Here you go. Now, a little plating tip. Every time that you have an odd number, it works better than if you have even number. If you take a look at it, I put 3 kebabs. I could have put 5, but 3 and 5 is going to work better than 2 or 4. Just a little trick of the trade there. And then I'm going to finish with a little lemon juice or lime juice. put a little lime here for presentation. And then finally, I'm gonna get my best olive oil and give it like a nice little drizzle. Whoop. Maybe a little parsley on the top. Maybe a little sprig for the garnish right next to the lime. And there you have it. This is a restaurant style plate that's going to impress your date. If you don't get laid, don't blame it on me.